so Bment is at the Aircraft Interiors Expo here in Hamburg for 3 days, and we're going around a lot of the exhibitors and stands to talk to various people about all the various different aspects of what goes on inside a cabin. For the next 15 minutes or so, we're going to talk lighting. We're going to talk lighting with Bement, who is from Aircraft Lighting International, a New York-based company. He's on his badge, it says he's chief pilot. So you're chief pilot but you're one of the senior sales executives.
Right, senior executive and the chief pilot. Someone's got to be the chief pilot in our business, and I guess we are a couple of flying executives. We do fly around from time to time, either to demonstrate something, or it's very efficient on the east coast of the U.S. to
fly yourself,
to fly ourselves to some of the people that we need to get to.
Yeah, you were telling me you were an ex-Navy pilot. So
in another life, I was
genuinely a pilot.
Was a naval aviator.
Yeah, cool. Okay, let's get into lighting. Obviously, a really important part of any aircraft interior and exterior. You do exterior lighting and cockpit lighting. Yeah. So what are you seeing in terms of trends at the minute in this sector?
So I think we're seeing similar trends that we've seen in the past. We've done we were talking about earlier, Lee. Yeah. The experience you have on an airplane as a passenger and as a crew member and even as a grounds person, lighting is really a key part of that experience. Yeah. Whether you're working, whether you're enjoying it, and we encounter the experience that we see with lighting. What the cabin feels like in different phases of flight is very key. If you'll notice that in the takeoff and landing or the prep and the landing phases, like especially on the landing, everything comes up and it's bright. You're kind of woken up out of that luxury experience that you've been experienced when the lights are low, and we found out with our work with a lot of custom business jets and various operators that it's really part of the experience in the cabin. Right. Our trends probably in the last year in our solutions are typically very effective. They're cost effective and they're logistically effective for our customers, but we're seeing that that experience is also moving into the cockpit, where we have some really unique solutions for the operators. And we've also been able over the last couple of years to focus on our exterior lighting solutions, which have proven to be very effective. So we're seeing a lot of demand in those areas as well.
Let's go to those three areas. The cockpit then. What's going on in the cockpit? That's obviously as a workspace. It's a functional area. You're not doing maybe the mood lighting like you would be back in the cabin.
Yeah. So lighting draws a lot of electricity. So there's a power advantage by using LED lighting to be your lighting source. Right. The cockpit's no different. You have reliability. You have uniform lighting, but in addition, the aircrew, the pilots up in the cockpit, it gets hot up there from all the lights, and so incandescent lights are typically a heat source. Yeah. So reducing heat, power, and then having the same optical solution that's giving some optical comfort up in the cockpit.
Yeah. So there's a function factor and a comfort factor for the operators.
Exactly.
On the outside of the plane, I mean, again, I don't know how much innovation there is on outside lighting, but what's changing there? Is the technology changing there as well?
Yeah, so the outside lighting, a lot of the older technology has to be replaced from time to time. If it's an airline, it's a revenue flight that they may lose because they don't have every light that they have to have on the cockpit. Yeah. Believe it or not, that happens. Yeah. Reliable LED technology has been, a lot of people have come to us for our reputation for reliability and what we end up producing, and flexibility. Yeah. Also, it's a plug-and-play solution in everything that we produce for the aftermarket. Just like our interior solutions, it's going to be a plug-and-play solution for that exterior. They don't have to have a costly aircraft modification for anything that we produce.
And you're saying that's obviously increasingly important for the aircraft or the aircraft operators who are leasing, which is obviously
we've had a lot of inquiries from both airlines and aircraft leasing companies. They have to do something with the airplane when the aircraft comes back to them. If they're leasing it, if they're ones who lease from the leasing companies, then they have to have the aircraft in a certain shape, just like your vehicle. If you lease it and send it back to the airlines, and a lot of the parts that maybe came with the airlines, there's a lot of sustainability issues in legacy aircraft lighting. The old fluorescent tubes. There's mercury in them.
Right.
Things that they have to provide a solution for, and just aren't available anymore. We have that solution.
That reliability thing you mentioned is the modern aircraft lighting technology more reliable? Therefore, you're seeing less incidents where aircraft can't take off because they've got a lighting issue. Is that a trend you're seeing generally?
That's typically the technology. Is more reliable. Typically, with LED technology. So it's all about that. It's all about providing more reliable solutions for your operators. I mean,
and if it does go wrong, more easily to fix or to replace.
More easily to, you don't have to fix it as much.
No.
Exactly.
Let's talk about the in-cabin, because that's what most of us will have experienced that. And it's interesting. We were talking before about lighting being one of those things that no one comes off a flight and goes, wow, the lighting on that flight was exceptional. I mean, and that's not to downgrade the importance of lighting. In fact, it sort of sits there in the background, doesn't it? And if it's bad, you notice it. If it's good, you almost don't notice it. And that's probably the best sort of endorsement of what you do, is that it's relaxed you to the point where you don't even notice it.
Right. It's like we started off with, it's the experience, and you're exactly correct. It's how you feel, but not necessarily what you notice. It's got to be easy to provide these experiences. It's got to be easy for the crew as well. So we have added technology to control the lighting. It can be done even on a crew member's phone, like you see a lot these days. Small cabin mounted units that we are constantly developing to upgrade the operation of lighting experience.
And the thing is, we're getting that in our homes now, aren't we? Where we're controlling the color of our lighting, the mood in our home, the LED.
Yeah, effectively a smart airplane as well as a smartphone, a smart home.
Passenger experience is always, when we've been it's only been half a day so far, but passenger experience, as you mentioned a few times already, not in relation to lighting, but in relation to things like IFE and some of the seating that we've talked, seating manufacturers. So everyone's talking passenger experience. So the lighting part is important to that, because it gets you in the mood either for sleep or gets you in the mood for having your meal and so on. So it's something the airlines are really far more focused on. And I think you said you're seeing that more and more from commercial airlines. It's coming from the private sector as well, where that was always a big absolutely.
And we provide not just cabin lighting, but also reading lights, and those are getting better and better. And our job is really to, if we have an operator that does have an older system, but they need to keep the aircraft new and fresh. That's a nice refresh for the aircraft. We can do that with virtually everything in the cockpit. We also have been working with seat manufacturers that are producing lighting in the, especially in some of the first class seats and that sort of thing. So there's more and more. It's part of this everybody's overall solution for an airplane.
And how is business? I mean, you mentioned that these older aircraft are flying for longer. There's more need maybe to refresh. Is that where a lot of demand is coming?
So we see demand. From in the United States, Boeing. It's always a question: how many 737s are Boeing, pumping out every month? I can remember when it was not so much, and I don't even know what the latest answer is, but it's about 50 airplanes a month, at least, out of their facility in Washington. But we're also finding trends that a lot of military organizations are starting to inquire with us. How can we fix this? They're not going to get budgets to reproduce everything, and the cockpits or on the exterior, or even the cargo spaces, or whatever application they may have. It's just easy to convert to a military application as well.
Yeah. So a lot of the learnings in commercial is going back into the military side.
Yeah, whereas lots of times it goes the other way around.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah. It's sort of lunchtime-ish on the first day of the show. Feels fairly busy, but there's a lot going on in the world. I mean, maybe we won't talk about certain things that are going on, but we know what we're talking about. How's the mood did you feel this week at AIX?
So I was expecting your question last night when I was thinking about it, and I do think it started off with a sprint. I noticed a lot of traffic early today.
Okay.
Like you say, it's lunchtime now, but it's been very busy for us already today.
Yeah. So the optimism, I mean, the businesses are always, and business people are always optimistic, no matter what's going on.
And I don't think I'm any different.
Okay, and you have to be optimistic in the aviation industry, don't you? So, so you're optimistic for the future, no matter what happens outside of you. Well, there's a lot of things we can't control in the industry, just you have to plow on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But I'm with you. I'm very optimistic for this year and next year.
Yeah.
As we move forward here.
Yeah, certainly the underlying demand for flying seems to be very resilient, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah. It does, absolutely.
Look, that's our time up. Brian, thanks very much for
it's always a pleasure
for hosting us on your stand here at AIX, and we'll see you again in a year's time, I'm sure.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Take care.